Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Small Stages, Big Sounds, the Uberrock podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by one of the finalists of the Day of Reckoning, which is the Battle of the Bands for playing on the Bloodstock stage. Tonight, I'm joined by Disrupt the Continuum. Welcome, boys. Hope you're well.
All good,
Good,
David.
thank you.
Thanks for having
Good to
us.
be here.
So, if you'd like to introduce yourself in one at a time, so we'll do it alphabetically, shall we?
All right, then. I'm Alex. I'm the singer at Disrupt the Continuum.
Christian and I play the drums.
Okay.
I'm Danny, and I play
That's
rhythm
you, Danny.
and lead guitar.
Okay.
And I play bass.
Okay, so there we are. Now we all know who we are. I'm David O'Neill. I work for Uberrock, so we all know who we are. We can carry on. So I missed the semi-final because I forgot the date. Bad boy. So never mind. I get to see you in the final, which is a bigger issue. So how are you feeling heading into the final with the new blood stage so close you could almost taste the iron of the blood?
Confident and
Should we do
excited, to be
alphabetically
honest.
again, lad? Yeah, go on, Greg.
No,
Go on,
just excited. We obviously we played in the Metal to the Masses last year, and we went out in the quarters. But that was actually our first gig back in about 5 years, so we were happy to get that far. But yeah, to get all the way to the finals this time, just really excited and really appreciative of everyone who's turned up and obviously the judges for putting us through. So just excited to see what happens next.
Okay, everybody else pretty much the same?
Yeah, the difference between last year is we didn't have Danny with us, and it was something we'd always wanted as a band, was the second guitarist. And because just how the dynamic has changed, having a second guitarist, it filled in a lot of blanks that we were noticing on stage in terms of how the songs were performed, and now they can be performed how they were supposed to be and how they were recorded. So it's a big boost for us because our ideas are finally being shown in their true form.
Okay, well done. Good answer. So, obviously, Danny, you were quite popular by the sound of it.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to music was a big thing for me. I took a big break out of music. So I messaged Jake. So I was in a band with Jake many years ago. And I asked him if I could have a shot at the opportunity of being a guitarist in Disrupt the Continuum alongside Mark. And yeah, so I'm so glad I did.
Oh, he's dropped out.
I think we've lost it.
No problem. Yeah, come back in anyway. I can edit all the dropouts out. That's fine. So, Alex.
Yeah, go on. Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. Just touching on a bit more of what Danny was saying. Oh, and he's back in.
Go on, Dan.
Yeah, my apologies. I don't know what's going on with this. It seems to be cutting out a lot. So I am sorry.
Don't worry.
Yeah, so like I said, coming back to it was great, and I done a bit of an audition for them and they've accepted me in. And yeah, it's a great bunch of musicians, not just our great friends as well,
Good. Glad to hear that you all seem to be getting on. So, Alex, what are you going to bring to the final?
Probably a towel, because it's going to be really hot for a start.
It's going to be raining.
Yeah, no, we just the energy and passion that we've been touching on what Danny said, a bit more reignited from, because our lineup hasn't changed for 13 years. We've all, like Jay said, we've always wanted a second guitarist, and when Dan, and even the competition last year was really good. We enjoyed ourselves so much. We played with awesome bands. Just wasn't to be because just the quality of the bands. But as soon as Danny joined soon after that, just upped us all one other level. I should mention as well, we got another member, Mark, who can't be with us, unfortunately.
That's okay.
He would have come after Jay in the alphabetical order anyway. So if you're wondering, Danny is our second guitarist. Danny came in, was it in November last year, Dan, or a bit earlier?
It was earlier than that, wasn't it? I think it was around April.
Yeah, I think
stepped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just flown by, and it feels like he's been in the band for years. So but also because it's fresh and new, it upped our game for this year. So not only are we more kind of focused and a bit more up for it this year, we I think it's helped our music a lot just by being a bit more expansive and what's the word? Well, with dropouts of obviously with a single guitarist in certain types of metal, it can be a bit, leaving gaps and stuff. But it's just Danny's just filled our sound out perfectly to what I think all of us kind of imagined what it was going to be. So I think this year and the heats and the quarters and the semis, I think it's just shown we've really very hungry, put it that way. So the final, I think, is going to be more the same, more energy, more passion, just more of everything that we bring to the stage. And so far, people are liking it. So not
So
much
you
to...
said you've been together now for a best part of 13 years, okay? As a general for the band. So having been together that long, what's the biggest stage you played on to this point?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
what would it be? Probably be. Would it be the EVR?
Possibly, yeah, I would say so.
I
Yeah.
used to like the EVI.
Yeah. Yeah, we played it twice, I think it was. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not like we have another drive or passion to want to play bigger stages. I just think it's
Opportunity.
opportunity, and over the years as well. I just think in that period of time, there's a lot of things that can get in the way, and but we don't want to make excuses. We all believe we're talented enough to play a lot bigger stages, so that's what we're pushing and aiming for. But it just haven't worked out the way I guess we wanted it to up till now. But I think the final will be a good chance for us to show we can work a big stage and dominate it and be up there with the best.
So, quick bit of a quirky question. What's been the key to getting this far through the competition? Is it chemistry, graft, song choice, or just sheer bloody mindedness?
I think probably a mix of everything, all of the above. Obviously, as you said, since Danny has come on board now, we've had a fresh enthusiasm to us because we've got a completely different say now. It's a lot more full. He has completed the lineup, and I think just the bands we've been playing with recently have all been really, really good, whether it be in the competition or otherwise. And it's just given us more of a drive to show what we're capable of doing. And I think at the moment we're just in a really good place musically, and just enjoying every minute of it.
So right then, obviously the final is a big thing. So what are you going to do differently in your set that's going to make you stand out from everywhere else?
Play what we normally play because that seems to make us stand out enough as it is.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
100%.
Exactly. No, I mean, the songs for the long-term members have just been revitalised and refreshed, so the energy we normally bring is just the enthusiasm we have to how we sing now, I suppose. Other than that, we got Danny, we got Mark doing some awesome leads and keeping people interested in terms of technique. So I think we have our sound that is appealing to a lot of people because it's listenable material, gets you energy, gets you pumped up. But I would also say that in terms of players who watch us, they find us interesting in that respect as well.
Well, I was saying to Danny before we started, I've had a quick listen to the stuff that's out and about, and it struck me, whoa, there's a hell of a lot of bullety sounding stuff in you. I don't know if that's what you're going for. Are you going to be the next bullet for my Valentine?
I'll let Danny answer that one because you mentioned bullet the other day, didn't you? You mentioned it.
Well, it's interesting, really, because there's so much going on in the music, isn't there? That, yeah, I suppose so. But I wouldn't say we would be quite as big as them. But me and Mark are very similar playing styles. Me and Mark are very similar playing styles. So when I listen to Mark's stuff, it strikes me, it stands out. So I don't know. There's a lot of different influences, but yeah, Bullet. I can see where you're coming from when you listen to it. You can hear the Bullet influences in there.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it does remind me.
time.
That's interesting though, David, because I would say, I don't want to speak for all of us, but I don't think any of us really not that they not that we think they're crap, but I don't think we're really into Bullet. So if someone says that we sound like an influence, it's nice to know that our other influences that bring our music can kind of sound like that.
I mean,
quite
I say this.
that.
No, I say this because I'll be perfectly honest, guys. Metal isn't really my thing. You know, I don't deliberately listen to it, but I don't not listen to it. And I'm only comparing the things that I've seen. I've seen Bullet in concert a few times. I photographed it a few times as well. So, you know, so I can see where the sound is coming from. And I'm sure you've got many other influences than that, but that's just the one that I picked up straight away.
Oh no, it's a big compliment because they're an awesome band. Like they're really good. So we take a compliment like that definitely.
So when you're putting your set together for the final, are you going to change the order of the ones you played in the semi, or are you going to give it bell oil from the beginning?
What do you think, Chris? You're the one who.
I think we're probably going to keep it the same at the moment. We've planned it out mostly around me, to be honest, because I get very sweaty on the stage. So there's fast songs and there's not so fast songs, and we've set it so I get little breaks in between the really fast stuff, and gives me a chance to recover before the next one. Then, so we've got it in a good place
You're
at
a
the
bit
moment.
like me. You're a bit like me then, Chris. You sweat at the opening of a bag of crisps.
100%. So, you know, one song in and I'm dripping. So so I think we structured the set at the moment so that I you know is best for me. So I got my breaks in between until we start changing it up and adding more songs, and then we'll have to reassess it then. But I think the play order that we've got at the moment is really good and it works for us.
Okay, brilliant. So let's be positive about this, right? I mean,
my apologies.
You were the first of the finalists that I'm interviewing. So first interview tonight. Why not first in the final?
100%.
That would be a thing to behold, wouldn't it?
I'd take that.
Oh, you mean win it or play
Win it.
Win it.
Right? Yeah, win it. Oh yeah. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that. No problem.
I mean, that's what you'd want, isn't it?
It would be such a huge opportunity to play Bloodstock. It would be the biggest thing we've ever done musically, and you know we can't. You know we got to take our chance. We got to take our shot and give it everything we got to get there.
So let's say you do. Right, let's take it to the extreme. You've landed the Bloodstock slot. Do you then go away in the next 3 weeks and bang out a new tune for it, or are you doing that anyway?
We are literally into lists of songs that we've already wrote, and because Danny has joined us, we are looking at sort of giving him opportunities to put his influences into those tracks. So we potentially might make one or two new ones, but we have got quite a few completed that have just got to be practiced and worked on. They're not 100% perfect. We haven't spent enough time on them writing wise. So normally we would record songs between us and add our parts in and sort of assess the song from there. Then it goes into.
I think we can knock one out though. I think we can.
Hey, I wouldn't. Don't get personal, Alex.
don't flip that.
We've got 2 or 3 songs that are almost completed. They just haven't been updated since Danny has joined, and we've got a lot of material on the cards that we've been working with that we haven't put down into songs yet. We were aiming to have a new album by the end of the year. I think we have to push that back a little bit now because we've been concentrating so much on gigging recently and the competition. So maybe early next year. But I mean, if we get the opportunity, I'd like to get something else finalised, get a new song in the mix to premiere at Bloodstock. That would be awesome.
Well, that leads me very nicely onto my next question. Looking beyond the final and the stage at Bloodstock, right? Let's be positive about this. You're looking to bring new music out towards the end of the year, and new album in the early new year.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
good stuff.
Danny and Mark have been writing new material. Danny's got loads of new stuff to introduce to us as well. We kind of, our set at the moment is still based on us as a 4-piece with Danny added. So we want to try and move past that and move away from it and get Danny more active in like the writing process. It's kind of a fighting battle at the moment because we want to get our name out there and we want to play more gigs and we want to share more of our material to people. But then it's finding time to write as well. But then we want to gig more. So then when we're concentrating on gigging more, we can't like do both. Although Danny and Mark have been writing and stuff and getting stuff ready that we can learn and add our bits to. I think going beyond final, if it does happen, I don't want it to stop here. Like next year at this stage, I want to be actually asking to play Bloodstock, applying to play Bloodstock, and pushing on from here to doing more festivals. Whether they're smaller than Bloodstock or just as big. This is what we want to do as a band.
Just for you as a band now. I mean, I've been doing this for about 2 years, and I've come across a few things that may be useful to yourselves as bands. Now, I tend to support a lot of the grassroots music scene. I tend to go to all the smaller sites around South Wales to cover bands that are out there. So you may have seen me at various places like Fuel and the Dragonfly, and I did a few at the Patriot and things like that. But there's a useful little resource for you that the Music Venue Trust have come up with called Hereby. Now, I don't know whether you've come across this.
Okay.
I'll just share my screen with you a minute. You see this now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what you've got here is every grassroots music venue in the UK.
Okay.
Right? And this tells you what's going on. So you can search by town. So if you want to zoom out, you can zoom out, you can see. Yeah? Right. So if you said, for example, you wanted to do some gigs in, I don't know, let's pick this area here. I don't even know where it is, down the south coast somewhere. Okay? You can see all these venues around the south coast where you could, within, about 20 miles either way, a bit like Bridgend and Cardiff, you could do 2 gigs at a weekend, one in one and one in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what it's about, spreading the word. And if you're doing a few in one area as well.
But it's a fantastic resource.
Yeah, definitely.
It's worthwhile having a look. Now, this will come up in the thing anyway, so I'm going to stop sharing it now. But it's called Hereby, HEARBY.com, okay? And it's a really useful thing. And I'm just trying to put it out there because, like I said, my son's a musician, but he doesn't play anymore, unfortunately. But it's about putting out for the bands that may be looking to get gigs elsewhere, get their name about. So
it saves a lot of work with going online and searching for venues, trying to find their contact details. If it's all in one source, then
it's all there.
More, you speed the process up, and you can be a lot more direct in terms of, especially if you wanted to sort of tour like you could move one from the other, see if one drops out for some reason or isn't available. You can always choose another one that's just down the road.
Exactly. I think go on, Chris.
I was going to say, it's ideal for us. We've been talking for the last few months about pushing further afield. We've always sort of play gigs in and around South Wales, where we want to push further out, Birmingham, beyond, as far away as possible, and get our music circulating around the country.
It's a huge resource. It's, you zoom in and have a look at that. It's phenomenal.
There's nothing more powerful than word of mouth. So the further afield and the more variety in different places we play is the better, because you are like most bands nowadays, you can get lost in the algorithm. So, word of mouth is the most strongest still.
Like I said, this is what I tried to do for people like yourselves. And I'll tell the other bands about it as well. They may know, they may not.
No, don't tell them.
But it's a fabulous thing to use. So, well, have you got anything else you want to add before we call it a day?
Anyone? Danny?
Just want to say thank you to everyone who supported us throughout the competition and throughout everyone who's turned it to all our gigs really and gave us support, buying the merch and obviously giving us likes and follows online and spreading the word. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that supported us, and we're looking forward to doing a lot more in the future.
Well, like I said, where are you based, guys?
all over the place.
All over the place.
Jen,
I'm Newport's kind of. Chris is Cwmbran in it, Chris.
Brian, yeah.
Danny
Cwmbran. Jay's Abercan, and were you two, Danny?
I'm Shadi.
He's Blackwood. Oh, Tredegar, yeah. And then
Somebody got to live in Tredegar, don't they?
Mark's Beaufort.
Beaufort.
Beaufort,
Yeah,
Beaufort,
Beaufort.
Evervale.
My home stomping ground.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Beaufort boy.
Ah, there we are.
There we are. I might
Yeah.
know the family. Ooh, that could cause trouble.
May do. Perhaps that's why you haven't come on.
Because he knows my family.
That would be funny. Probably not, but
Well, honestly,
Yeah.
anyway. But
yeah,
thank you
so
for your
we're
time.
all over the shop. No problem.
Thank you for your time. It's been brilliant talking to you. And like I said, I'll try and get this edited tomorrow and get it out tomorrow night. I'll send you some vertical clips. I'm going to press stop now.